This is Fabulae 25, 7 through 10. Folis id dare nolebat. So here's your verb. This comes from the irregular verb nolo, to not want, or want not to. Folis did not want to give this. Ooh, here we go. Infinitive. Yep. Present. Active. It's complementary because it completes. It's a long word. So this verb isn't complete without dare. And your subject, of course, is folis. And the direct object of the infinitive is id. D-O, right there. Isea id. Asa isaeus. Because, now that's a conjunction. Conjunction, not the relative pronoun. I'm going to just mark it there. Conjunction. Because he was afraid of the other centaurs. Okay, so pretty simple here. Do and verb here, and that's imperfect. Imperfect, imperfect. Okay. Nullum tam and venum praeter hoc in spelunca habebat. Okay, habebat, here we are again. Now again, imperfect. So imperfect, imperfect, imperfect tense. So it's a story that's really rolling along. He had, okay, meaning folis, right? That's our subject still. And our direct object in this case is venum. He had no wine. That's a funny word to translate, no wine. Except this in the cave. Okay? So we've got two prepositional phrases here. Remember, whenever you're stuck in a translation, get rid of these prepositional phrases. Except this in the cave, nevertheless, super easy stuff like that. Okay, now we got quotations here. Hoc venum inquit mihi commissum est. Now, believe it or not, venum in this case is the subject. Because it's neuter, and the nominative and accusative of all neuters is always the same. This wine, commissum est. Okay. These are always complicated. Perfect. Passive. That's the perfect passive there. So, to make a passive, remember you kind of flip-flop it. This wine, and this comes from committo, to entrust. So this wine has been entrusted to me. And this is dative here. The indirect object. Nice. And one thing you have to be really careful about with perfect passives is you got this hint. So you know that it is a neuter subject. And here's a neuter. Boom. Fits right into place. Si id hoc, and remember, I think I left a note in the assignment. That is a typo. Si id dedero centauri me interficient. All right. If I give this, the centaurs will kill me. Tricky, tricky. Here's a verb. This is future perfect. And that is so rarely used. This word's super important, if, because this is, let me see, I need a special, I'm going to go with pink for this one. This is a conditional sentence. Conditional sentence. It's a hypothetical, if-then, logical sentence. And in this case, we've got future perfect, and then in this case, just future. How do you know that's future? Well, this is from a io verb of the third conjugation. So its normal vowel would be interficiunt for a present. That changes to E in the future. That's that rule, A and 5 E's. A and 5 E's for third and fourth conjugation verbs. How do you form first and second conjugation verbs? Bobis bit. Hercules tamen amirisit. Hercules nevertheless laughed at him. Now, that's your verb, perfect. You really have to check out the principal parts. The principal parts of this are irideo, iridere, so that's second conjugation. But then in the perfect, it goes to erisi, so the D changes to an S. That's how you know this is perfect. And here is our DO, am, and here is our subject. Okay. And he himself drank a goblet of wine from the jug. All right. So here's your DO. And here, the genitive of the whole, of the part, of material, hard to say, but definitely not possession. Definitely not possession. He himself drank the goblet of wine. And this also, you got to be careful about this. Oh, I'm kind of running out of colors. Oh, here's a good one. Perfect. Is that showing up for you? That's a little light. Let me choose something a little bit darker here. Okay. Perfect. Active. And you have to look up the principal parts because it's haurio. Well, there's an R there. And then there's the infinitive haurire. And then the third principal part gives it away, hausi.